Keith Carson is tracking the storm itself, which has been moving quickly.
Yes.
But where
Fast.
it is, it's falling very fast.
Yeah, and I could tell that message of how it was going to be intense for a short period of time got across because a lot of schools decided to just straight up cancel this morning.
Yeah.
Right.
They went
They're
from early
planning on-
dismissal
yeah.
to, you know what, I'm not comfortable with that 1
Let's just not deal
hour
with it.
difference or whatever the case may be. We still have a little bit of snow out there across southern Maine. It's interesting. Portland, for example, keeps looking like it's about to be done, and then there's just a little bit kind of building back here, keeping them in the snow, keeping Cape Elizabeth in the snow into Falmouth and parts of Cumberland as well. So there's still some snow back there, Sebago too. Look at these temps. Cold. Right, we talked about would we mix over or not, and it turns out it was just way too cold, and the models had not a great handle on that, which is often the case when you're trying to drive out really cold air that's there to begin with. We saw Christian just now, looked like it wasn't doing much. The radar looks like it's quiet too. There's more consistent snow over parts of down East Maine. So this all wraps out of here over the next couple of hours. Snow totals so far, say that fast. 5 inches in Meredith, New Hampshire, Algonquin coming in with 4. A lot of these I think will end up clustered in that 3 to 5 range, which is about where we want it to be based on our snowfall map. So this all wrapping up between 6 and 8, it looks like over the mid-coast and central Maine, 8 to 10 over down east and northern Maine. And then it's not like we fall off a cliff tonight. And a lot of the storms in the past, we've been doing that, just really hard freeze overnight. I mean, it's not warm, but temperatures in the 20s to around freezing by tomorrow morning. And then trying to drop a little bit during the day tomorrow with an isolated snow shower. That is a possibility. I think most of us are just partly cloudy and breezy tomorrow. Breezy on Friday, breezy again on Saturday, which, by the way, during the day looks fine on Saturday. It's not until Saturday night our next storm system approaches. Let's talk about that a little bit. I think we're in good shape here to have a snowstorm on Saturday night, Sunday. The question is, how far north does this heavier snow make it? And that has to do entirely with the position of this low. And so it's a pretty progressive system overall. So a little wobble north or south will make a big difference as far as where the heaviest snow is able to hit. But at this point, it looks like that'll be over the southern part of the state. Heaviest will be Sunday morning through about the middle of the day, and then it's able to clear out by the afternoon. And as I've been talking about, gone in time for Super Bowl parties and whatnot. That was Sunday. Here's Tuesday night of next week. Here's Thursday of next week. And then we can go into next weekend too, and the storms just one after another. So opening bid here, 4 to 8 inches for Saturday night into Sunday, 2 to 4, then dusting to 2. And again, this will oscillate with the track. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll stay just where it is, but experience tells us that's not usually how it goes a couple of days out with these slippery little storms. And I use the term slippery. Now, here's what makes this different than 2015. I was thinking about this, guys. 2015 was an absolute barrage of snow. It broke records in Boston. We did really well up here as well. This has similar frequency. At this time, though, guys, the difference is they're not all blocked and wound up. What I mean by that is they're moving. These storms are moving. In 2015, what made that such a historic stretch is we were getting like 4 or 5 of these storms, and they were true nor'easters stalled out and just dumping a ton of snow.
Whole day
So
snowing.
yeah, we may end up with a decent amount of snow out of this, but I don't think we have the same type of pattern that we did back then, which you'll either be happy about or sad about, depending on what you're into.
It's up for you to decide.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
All right, Keith, thank you.